Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Ross, and I want to welcome you to Robotics. Unfortunately, I'm not there to welcome you in person, but that's okay. These are your robotics groups. Please sit with your group. Feel free to pause this while you're sitting with your group. And these groups were intentional. If you have an issue with the group that you're in, feel free to email me and we can chat about it when I get back. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to this website, and if you need to pause this video to get that website, you can. And you need to sign in using the information that was emailed to you. So you should have received an email from me, from CS2N, from Robotics. It would have been close to the beginning of August. So you might have to search through your emails a little bit. And we're going to take a look at the curriculum. Now, if you don't want to search through your emails, here's the login information. So here are the usernames and the passwords. Keep in mind, I would not normally do this if I were there, obviously, but signing into someone else's user account is forbidden. As a matter of fact, touching someone else's computer is forbidden. So please don't think that you can do that and get away with it. It just isn't a good deal. So we'll go back. And I'm assuming that you've paused this, everybody's signed in, nobody had a problem. We're going to take a look at the curriculum. So I'm going to exit this. I'm going to go here. So this is the website, cs2n.org. I'm going to sign in. And there's my username and password, so I just click sign in. Oh, it just opened up. What you might have to do is you might have to go to groups. And then Robotics 21, 22. And yours is not going to look like this, but I have to click go to activity to actually see the robotics curriculum. Now what's really cool is we have both the virtual curriculum, meaning the robot is virtual on the computer, and we have the physical curriculum. And so the way this is going to run is we are going to do everything with our robot virtually, and then we're going to do something with our robot virtually, and then we're going to do it physically. And we'll be going back and forth. So this is the virtual one, the one that's red. And if I go back to curriculum, oops, wrong one, sorry. If I go back to curriculum, you also have, so you should have the red Introduction to Programming with Virtual EV3, and then Introduction to Programming with EV3 Classroom. So this is the physical side of programming, or of robotics, where you actually build the physical robot. So some of these are similar and some of them are different, but the challenges are the same. And it's really, frankly, an awful lot easier to work out all the bugs with the virtual robot and then do it with the real robot. So let's go back to, I don't know. Okay, I'll just go back to groups. Go to activity. Or better yet, not that one. Hold on. So sorry. The very first thing we're going to do, and it should probably take you all period and may even take into the next period, is build the physical robot. Even though we're going to be doing the virtual robot, I need you to build the physical one. So in groups, and I'm not sure if this is what yours looks like, you're going to choose the Introduction to Programming with EV3 Classroom and go to Activity. You probably don't have these additional resources, but that's okay. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to do the Getting Started. Now this you don't have to do in your group, you're going to do on your own. You'll click on the Programming with Physical EV3. I'll open that up. It says Getting Started, download the EV3 Classroom software. Let me show you how to download the classroom software. So if you come down here to Cortana and you type Microsoft Store, this is what we want. And up here in EV3, this is what we want. Okay, Mine is already installed, but what you're going to do is you're going to launch it and download it. And once it finishes, you're going to pin it to your taskbar. You'll see it down here on mine. So that's the first thing you need to do is download the software. Okay, once you've downloaded the EV3 software, and I wonder, you could probably go, there's the Microsoft Store right there, so you could probably click there, and that you can get it there if you want to. But either way, it works either way. You'll come down here to firmware. It talks about downloading the firmware. I already did that over the summer, so you don't need to do the downloading firmware. You don't have to worry about this. You can read it just so you know. We'll keep on going down, and then you do need to watch this ports video. It's only a minute. It's just going to talk about the ports on the outside of the EV3 robot. And then this talks about, this is called the port view. So this is going to tell you where all of your sensors are at, all the different sensors, your gyro sensor and your, I'm not sure which that one is. This one looks like the light sensor or the color sensor. So you'll be able to see all of those. You'll want to watch this EV3 menus, and then you'll go to the next page. This is the role of the programmer. So our robotics curriculum has been written by Carnegie Mellon University, and it's very thorough. And the whole goal of this robotics curriculum is to get you to go through the engineering design process. Now, the engineering design process is one that is full of failure, unfortunately. Sorry, that was my phone. So you can pause this and you can read through the role of the programmer, how programmers program, you identify the problem, describe the series of actions. So this is really kind of a pseudocode. You program the robot, and then you test and improve. Something you'll hear me say an awful lot is it takes about 10 times to get it right. So if you are on time 1 through 10, just keep on going. It's going to fail at least 10 times before you get it right. Here are some questions that we would discuss if we were face to face, and then you have an opportunity to answer a couple of questions. And we'll go back to the overview. So once you've completed both of those, let's see if this has the introduction to moving forward. And does this have the open EV3 classroom, new program, place a block? What's this say? Robot configuration. Aha. Okay. So this is what you're going to want to do. I'm sorry, I was just kind of looking through. Let me go back. Let me go back to where we were. Let's go previous page. And even previouser page. Previouser page, previouser page. Here we go. So once you finish these two, you're going to go ahead and click on the introduction to moving forward, and it's going to go this direction. The challenges go across left to right, and then you come back. Okay. But I don't anticipate we're going to get past this first one, and let me show you why. So you'll click on that. You're going to watch this video. It's only a minute. It's going to tell you what we want to do. You're going to answer these 2 questions, 3 questions. Go to the next page. And then in this lesson, it tells you what it wants you to do. Okay. But first things first, you got to build that robot, right? So if you click on robot configuration, you'll see medium motor driving base. And you're going to go to the build instructions here. So you'll click there. We're going to scroll down. Scroll down past this building instructions for core set models. Keep on scrolling. You're going to scroll to building instructions for robot educator. Okay, that's the kit that we have. And the medium motor driving base, I believe that's what we want. Let's download that and see. So that's going to be opened with Adobe Acrobat, and it's step by step. Let's see what we get at the end. Yep, awesome. Is this the okay. Yeah. Oh, this is just the arm. This is just the arm. So let me go back. Okay, so once you're done with the software and you've done the role of the programmer and all of that fun stuff, you're going to actually build these in this order. And you're going to want to either stop the video or I'm going to show you where to find all of these and then you can come back. So let me go here, here. Okay, so what we did was we clicked on this link, and this link is in the Introduction to Steering Forward. You come down to Robot Configuration, and you can click on that link, and it opens this. So let's scroll down to the, oops, I think I went too far. Robot Educator, right there. Instructions for Robot Educator. And the first thing you're going to do is this driving base. So you click download here, open with Adobe, and this is a step-by-step how to build this robot, okay? You just click through, these are the parts you're gonna need, and it shows you where to put them, and you just walk through. Now let me tell you, I did this all over the summer, and I made about 52 mistakes, even though this looks like it should be fairly simple. I had to take apart some of it. It took me about an hour, if not longer, to do this. So if it takes you the whole time to do it, that's fine. If you get started, go ahead and put your at the very end of class, you'll put your robot on top of your kits. Okay, where was I? I was here. We were building this. My suggestion in your group of 2 is to have one person get the parts and the other person put them together, or if you want someone to work ahead. I mean, part of this whole robotics experience is working with someone else. So once you finish the driving base, you'll do the medium motor driving base. And then let's see, let me go back to my presentation. You'll do the touch sensor driving base, gyro sensor driving base, color sensor down, and the cuboid. You'll do all of this. I anticipate that today you may get some of this first one done. So we may have to do the rest of it next time, and that's perfectly fine. So I hope it goes well, and I'll see you hopefully on Friday.